Walford suggests this route looks clear. Vocations. Hunch that you'll find something of value along this route. If I want to do my vocation... I mean, I do want to do my vocations, don't I? Let's land. Anybody to talk to? Nope, nope. Okay, alright. You meet up with Walford, who suggested you go ranging with him through Black Shore. Let us get going then, if you don't mind. Together, you set out to explore the molten crags around the Black Wagon. You find little to speak of, other than the desolation typical of the downside. What do you say we head on back? There is nothing here for us, it seems. You and Walford make your way back to the wagon. Though uneventful, your search helped ease the burden weighing on you and leaves you with time to pursue your vocation. And we will mentor Walfred again. Yeah. You and Walford spend some time reviewing some of the specific aspects of the rite, such as the properties of the aura. You sense he gained something from it. Well observed, I have to say, my boy. Still no one to talk to? Well, I'll continue the journey.
You are nothing, reader.
Well, that's rude.
Nothing but a mindless simpleton.
Wow.
Your every action is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes. The rites have been a long-held secret to keep out those such as you.
How dreadful. You wake from what little sleep you managed to get this past night. Once more, the voice tormented you within your dreams. You attempt to rid your memory of it. If the voice truly is that of Archjustice Androbles the Ninth himself, as Walford indicated, then none of you are likely to receive too warm a welcome should you regain your freedom. That's a good thing they can suck it, isn't it? My boy! I love him so much, dude. I would love to have a stuffed toy of this guy. And Tiza. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side manages to track down your wagon. The imp's latest information is about none other than Tizo, who you liberated at the fall of Celium. Everybody says he is the first creature of his kind to come to the Commonwealth. While this unique status brought Tizo no shortage of prestige, he nonetheless experienced difficulty acclimating to the new environment. It seems that he grew quite despondent. Then, at last, he managed to track down Walford's agents, with whom he is working to find a means to bring more exiles home. Thus has the revolution grown stronger. He also left you a special verbal message via his most trusted messenger, who rears up and intones. Tizo wants you to know he is doing well, but misses you and hopes to see you again. I miss you too, Tizo. You thank the messenger imp for the report and ask that he relay your kind regards. Your companions soon begin to talk in turn. I'm so happy for him. I wish I could have had a friend like him when I was there. I guess this makes him an expatriate. Expatriate? I don't know how to say that word, I'll be honest. I know what it is. Expat of sorts. Ditching his downside home in favor of the Commonwealth. Who would have thought? You did it, little one. You'd scarce believe how long our Tizo toiled here in service of the Nightwings. He deserves his peace more than us all.
Very, very bright, that one. Would have served well as our familiar. Perhaps someday yet it shall be so.
Oft it is said that good things come in smallish packages, and Tizo stood as living proof, and living he remains, apparently. I shall look forward to our next reunion, Tizo, perhaps when we are back among the stars. The news of Tizo's adventure in the Commonwealth fills you and your exiles with newfound resolve. Wish Tizo luck. Actually, thinking about it now, I actually want to send Faye back, because then she can be up there with Tizo, given that they're friends and all, you know.
Oh, hey guys, you just missed some other customers. I sold them some of my best stuff. Not better than the stuff I sell to you, but if you're under some guys with good stuff, you know where they got it.
Permanently grants +1 quickness. That's pretty rad, but... you know, we can sell Tizo's item, I guess. +1 quickness is pretty good. I'll buy that. Sick.
You guys have a good day out there.
Page revealed. Downside dining. How to sustain oneself with food and drink in such a place as this? The less said of it, the better. Do not complain. Observe. And above all, keep moving. Sources of sustenance avail themselves to those with keener sense. In warmer climates, search the ground at the break of day for subterraneans. In colder places, dig for them. Give them purpose. Drinking pools are rare, but moisture in abundance, outside of the sandfolds. Some is poisonous. Take only what you need. The downside limits any opportunity for excess, but it provides enough amenities to meet the needs of life. One who withstands it cannot help but feel a sense of gratitude. Commence the rite. Once more you have returned to the nest of Terrestria, and your companions stand ready beneath a still night sky, awaiting the commencement of the rites. You overhear some of the words to one another as you await the signal in the stars. You said we have to face the accusers tonight? Surely there is honor to be gained in this! Just then, you observe a glint of starlight begins to shine above, and your companions soon fall silent. The less people we have, I can't help but notice that the dialogue interactions get shorter and shorter. Yeah, we'll just leave those on. There's so many people I still want to send back. God damn it. Well, I mean, obviously, I want to send all of them
I am
back.
still very cross with you, you know.
Oh no, how terrible.
To think I saw in you a worthy heir. Not just to the legacy of the Nightwings, but to the future of the Commonwealth. That traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas. That, dear reader, would make you a fool.
You're very rude.
I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand. Now for this blasted rite. Some of us still have our duties to uphold. Some.
You. We're ready for you, Nightwings. Come, accusers, let us crush them and be done here quickly. Oh. Fair enough.
Choose quickly your triumvirate.
Well, gee, I wonder which three we'll choose. Yes, we should definitely put one on Faye, shouldn't we? We'll give her this one. Relax, Gilman. It's okay. Faye. That's for Rolfred, no point taking that off. You're good, and... oh god. Jesus. What are we gonna put on you? Who do I want to put this on? I don't know. I'll think about that. I guess I'll put the other ring on you. Yeah. Guess so. Alright. Faye. What a tough choice. Nope.
Ametha. Bertrude. It is done.
We await the ancient rites commencement.
Come then, Nightwings, we are prepared for you. I guess when you don't have their specific person to talk to anymore, the interactions are always going to be fairly short, huh?
And it is done. The Nightwings prevail.
How
They
terrible.
overwhelmed their adversaries utterly. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Blast! That a decorated constable of the Commonwealth could end up having to consort with fools as these, in these accursed robes and miserable circumstances. Those damned scribes certainly exist, for it is clear they have no love for me, or anyone of decent birth and station. Maybe we just have to get him know him better, and then maybe he's nicer than he seems? Is everybody in your Commonwealth as fun to be around as him?
There is much to learn from this experience.
Look at that. She's capped out. I used to soar above the mountains with the highway remnants, and we would see the Commonwealth shining down on the horizon. It enraged us, the mere sight of it. I can fly free no longer, yet that anger, I don't feel it anymore. Which one do we want? Switches places. There.
The holy power of the eldest matriarch. Bertrude's lust for knowledge becomes
The strange
manifest.
designs of the 8 scribes, their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think.
Wider angle? Yeah, sounds good.
May
I'm not worried too
misfortune
much
find
about
you
Bertrude.
ere the turning of the stars.
There proves little time for rest at the Black Wagon after your fellow exiles thwarted the accusers with great prowess. Those afflicted with the banishment sickness seem to be doing better at least, and express gratitude to Faye, Pamitha, and Bertrude for their efforts. Just then, the lone minstrel appears before you. No words escape his lips. You can guess full well what he has come to indicate to you, and follow him out back into the darkness. The stars above seem to be few and fading, and yet still one shines, defiant. So I might only be able to choose Gilman and Pamitha, because they're both capped out. A chance at liberty presents itself again. I do not know yet who might to choose this time. The group is so accommodating, yet I know they look to me to make the best decision for us all. Probability of success, 66%, that's pretty good. 2 out of 3 times we overthrow the Commonwealth, so that's pretty good. Oh, fuck, we're gonna fight Pamitha's sister here. Oh, that'd pretty much be the ideal time to send Pamitha back, wouldn't it? You notice the lone minstrel is standing there with you, regarding the night sky. The gate guardian and I, we have paid witness to the liberation rites upon the fall of Selium for a long time. We have seen so much. And so, I am a bit taken aback, is all, to see something which I have never seen. You look upon the stars again together for a while, then. I wish for you good fortune and the wisdom of the scribes on your ascent. The lone minstrel leaves you there alone under the night. It has grown very late, and you need rest. The Black Wagon shall have to take flight again come morning. There's no one to talk to? God damn. Well, we're accelerating towards the end at this point, aren't we? Faye. Oh. Something appears different now about the sacred mountain west of here. The lands near Emperor's Ascent and Emperor's Fall appear ashen. On the other hand, the once precarious regions below, which you know as Temple Highroad and Temple Cistern, seem wept clean by the elements. The lone minstrel observes all this alongside you. Inclement weather we have lately seen, reader sir. We ought be able to make landing closer to Scribesgate now. Then I suppose this means we shall soon see Celeste once more. Then I shall go tell everyone to prepare for landing. Volford shall gain favor. We're probably more likely to use Volfrid than Faye. You arrive once more among the sublime grandeur of Mount Elodial. It appears that Tamitha and the Essence have already arrived along the other route. Is there anyone to talk to? The Beyonder Crystal seeks Bertrude. Well... no, not the book. The Beyonder Crystal. We may as well. I wish for her a scribe trial. Bertrude. You ask Sandra to administer. The old bog crone, then. She does have some potential, I should think, more so than most of those with whom you share that little residence. Then let us bring her forth. Soon Bertrude appears in heed of the summons.
We sense thou hast need of us.
The apparition Sandra appears. Listen well, crone, you answer to me here. How very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversations. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your non-communicative friend, your more communicative friends. Now come. Oh, it's all the little boys. Oh, shit. Well, we got him. I just wasn't prepared for such an accelerated beam. Alright, great. Yes, I agree.
A simple test, undeserving to be called a challenge.
I ought to fail you just for gloating, crone, but these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient, thus you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. How exciting. Well, that's all the Beyonder trials done. Surely there's nobody else who's going to join us at this point.
Yeah. Good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us then what trinket she bestoweth upon us.
Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects. Well, that's pretty fucking sick. Especially given how wide her aura is. God damn. Scribe, seek the favor. With some time to spare after having landed, you join Volfred on a brief expedition to the monument of Jameer Menimane. The book says almost nothing of the present circumstances. I wish I had clearer guidance to show us how we should proceed, O scribes. Although perhaps this is the nature of the path. It isn't to read and understand. It isn't to be read and understood. It is to be embraced with all one's heart and mind. What other choice is there? You return to the wagon once he is finished paying his respects. You have occasion once more to pursue your vocations. Tremendous. We will mentor Faye. You would teach me more about the rites? Faye gains a somewhat stronger grasp of how to pass the celestial orb through strength of will and trust in one's triumvirate rather than through dexterity alone, as she nods in understanding. How heartbreaking. The orb is from the stars, I think, or maybe even is one. Still no one to talk to, still no one to talk to. Scribe's Gate. Again, you stand before Scribe's Gate, where the Gate Guardian regards you, all above an archway carved from stone. The exiles of the Nightwings, you must know by now that once the stars no longer shine, the right shall cease. For now, step forth. Except for you, Tariq. You stay right there. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared. And as for me, you shall not blaspheme me under the gate again. Do we understand each other, Tariq? I, Celeste, I apologize for my behavior before. I shall adhere more strictly to my duties. Be sure of it. Now each of you come forth. Please state your names and what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, your companions cross the gate until it is time for you to do so, and you follow them in turn. The Gate Guardian regards you all, then waves you through towards the mountain. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Am I free to accompany them, Celeste, or shall I remain here? She looks at him a while. You are free to accompany them, Tariq. As you will, Celeste, until we meet upon the summit, then. Someone's in trouble. Anyone to talk to? No. What you got? Oh, so you guys come in, I guess. You got here right on time, because I was just thinking maybe I could close a little early, you know? Business has been real good and everything. It's been a little slow in spots. A little slow is all. So I was thinking maybe I should do a sale. What say you to that? Go for it. It's important for an economic standpoint to not undercut the value of well-crafted goods. Yeah. You reassure Falcon Run that his goods are already competitively priced, and that a sale would not be necessary. You know, that's just what I was thinking too. Isn't that funny? I mean, my prices can't be beat already, so a sale, that don't make sense at all. So, you buying something or what? The bearer can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. Well, that's pretty brutal, but that was way too expensive for me. Come back when you're gonna buy something. I guess we'll commence the liberation rite. Once more the time has come for the liberation rite, where one among you can go free if you prevail. Freedom is likewise at stake for your adversaries, the Essence. As your companions gather under the fall, awaiting the commencement of the vital rite, the lone minstrel finds you and regards you in his calm fashion. Night is falling. These moments prior to each commencement, I must admit, they give me pause, knowing so much is at stake during the trial that is to come. Tell me something, would you, reader, to ease the waiting for us both. I have traveled far and wide, even beyond these lands. However, the Commonwealth I only know through word and song. I sometimes think on what life would be like out there. If you were not ensnared within this place and free to roam your country, what would you have done with all your days and years, rather than striving here under the stars? No, I wouldn't do that. The waters past the borders of the Commonwealth, therein lies a freedom you would have sought. You might have gone where it is quieter and peaceful and enjoyed the stillness for a while. Having sailed across the seas. The Sea of Solace does not compare with the vastness of the ocean on the other side. You oft wondered what mysteries they hold and thought perhaps you could have found them out. I understand the yearning to explore, particularly if exploring could be done on one's own terms. The life of the sailor, then. Would that you could find your freedom on the seas someday. Just then the lone minstrel looks forth, and you see that it is time. The stars above, though faint, begin to burn. And we will turn all of these off, because this is the important one.
The stars that yet remain aflame align once more over the sacred fall of Solium. 'Twas here that the 8 scribes ordained the glorious tradition in which you now participate. The glorious tradition which you and that instigator Wolfred seek to undermine. 'Tis my sincerest hope your adversaries in this liberation rite achieve instead what they desire. May the Essence quickly quench those flames of yours. Let us get on with the proceedings, then.
The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur, the pyres burn. I know. What are you doing? Are you good? And each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Essence, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Tamitha swoops down from somewhere and unfastens her mask. I am known as Tamitha Thayan. I mean to return to my ancestral home and promptly resume my responsibilities as a flight tactician for the Highway Remnant. Our long stalemate against the Commonwealth shall soon be ended. Soon I and several of my sisters manage to rejoin our clan. Then our vengeance shall be swift and thorough. Your quarrel with the country that cast you into exile is beneath the notice of the scribes, Tamitha Thayan, hence you shall be judged under the stars. My quarrel with the Commonwealth is all that gave me and my sisters strength enough to reach this point. The scribes ought well take heed of how my people suffer. We are not weaklings anymore like your Terestia Tithys. We shall not fall in line with flightless fools and their naked attempts to subsume our heritage, our culture. Speak not again thus of the saint, or you shall be expelled, Tamitha. Tamitha scoffs and then turns her attention toward your sign. And Nightwings, as for you, the fury we shall imminently show is nothing in comparison to the hatred growing for your commonwealth in the mountains on the other side. She signals to her sisters to ready themselves. You seek your freedom, but there shall be nothing save for devastation should you manage to return. Nightwings, on whose behalf shall you conduct the liberation rite? Choose quickly. May you heed your heart in making your choice, reader. I trust you are prepared to play the hymns with me, Tariq. Always, Celeste.
Whom do you endeavor to return?
Fuck. There can only be one more after this, right? Because then we're down to 3 people. So they can't take any more away from us, because they're definitely gonna have us fight the boy, like Orlek, like afterwards, I'm sure. Sending Pamitha back right now is just so good thematically that it's extremely hard to pass this choice up. But that means, right, because the plan I was gonna go with was Gilman, Volfred, and maybe changing to Faye Gilman. So if I send Pamitha back now, it can only be one of the others. And given the choice, it would have to be Gilman because he's my favorite. Same reason I sent Tizo back. It's so hard. So I've decided against Pamitha for 2 reasons. First, I don't think she's as deserving as the other ones are. But also, she would probably not be very happy if she went back and her sister didn't. Especially if she beat her sister to go free. So it is for those reasons that I'm going to pick Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
Has this knight at last regained his honor? Let us find out now.
Who shall lend him support?
We're still gonna put Pamitha on the field, though.
Pamitha.
Alright, I'll see what I can do for him, reader darling. And...
Faye.
Oh, I can help? I think I can help.
With that out of the way.
One final obstacle to overcome ere I can soar again above your commonwealth. Such destruction I shall rain upon it soon. But first let us dance this final time.
Commence.
As the Liberation Rite continues, you sense Pamitha reaching out to you, or perhaps just reaching out to anyone at all. Reader, someone, please, let her prevail, let her prevail, please let her prevail here this once. If this thought makes me a traitor, so be it, but please let Pamitha prevail, for she is here wrapped up in all of this because of me. The plea trails off and Pamitha remains steadfast, all her attention focused on the Liberation Rite, and as for Pamitha... Prepare yourselves, Nightwings, and as for you, Pamitha, I await the outcome of this night, for it shall soon ensure that I never have to see your smirking countenance again. Oh, fuck. Oh fuck, didn't want to pick it up yet. Oh fuck. Oh Jesus Christ. Ugh. Okay, Gun's back. Okay. Hark now, my sisters, damn what the book says, advance the strike formation. Prevail here against these wretches no matter the cost. In disregard for the ways of the rights, Tamitha Thayan has ordered her triumvirate to push further afield, adopting an even more aggressive stance for the remainder of this rite. Jesus fucking Christ. Celeste. This doesn't seem quite legal. Well, I got there, Jesus. Yep, they're just gonna, like, start the round with the orb at this point, basically, now.
Good. A blow against the adversary's pyre. Once more like
Sorry,
that, and we
Pamitha,
are
but I care
finished
about
here.
Gilman a lot more.
What the scribes
I don't know why I
say.
was doing that. I don't know why I thought I had the orb. I care a lot more about Gilman than I do about fucking Tamitha.
Simply
Oh my
monstrous.
god. And Pamitha is gonna be the one that does it.
And there it is, at last. The Nightwings proved their worth. Their adversaries they defeated utterly. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Damn you for this, Pamitha. All of this because of you. Sir Gilman stares at nothing in particular. You sense he is still taking in what has transpired and what it means for him. So then, this night he is to be free? He is to be free? Nay, but that would mean... Why, that would mean his honor is restored. One cannot go back onto the Commonwealth by any other means. This night's exile was self-wrought, his disgrace profound, that he has been atoned under the eye of the Under-King and those of all his noble comrades. He begins to grow very emotional, and then... This knight loves you all! He loves you all, that you would strive for him and let him join your noble quest. This knight does not feel as though he is deserving of this outcome yet. The result appears inarguable. Even now, this knight is drawn into the shimmer pool. Our time grows brief. Therefore, know this, beloved friends. This knight shall ever strive on your behalf there in the Commonwealth. Though his honor may have been restored, his true journey only now begins. And so, good friends of the Nightwings, this knight must now bid you farewell. However, the bonds we formed together shan't be broken by mere distance, nay. Strive on, good friends, strive on. You can still hear Gilman as he vanishes into the shimmer pool. If this lowly knight could have achieved such glory, surely you can all, for now, farewell, farewell. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Sir Gilman. Perhaps the scribes are watching, even now. Watching as their glorious tradition draws to a close.
Chi è Sant'Audi?
Blessed are the scribes whose eternal wisdom shines upon us through the stars and illuminates the path to our salvation. Wait, what did I just say? Why, that was strange, but I feel so invigorated now? Yeah, I don't care about the salute ones.
Now take your execrable companions
Well, Pamitha,
someplace else.
truly did you get the best of me again. Know that your actions put our sisters on the other side in even greater peril. Not that you care, of course. Yet I am certain they shall someday prevail, with or without my aid. To think that I was born to share the blood of someone such as you. You prevailed in the liberation rite against the Essence. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Sir Gilman, who returned to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. He's gone, just as I was getting to like him. The scribes will see his safe return. You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be next to go. Our plan approaches a key turning point. Let us ensure it soon comes to fruition, not only for ourselves here, but for our companions and our loved ones in the Commonwealth. But we have little time now for reflection into this. Look yonder, reader. The stars demand we go already. Let us help them usher in the end of all of this. You turn your attention to the glimmer of the stars. Their current rate of disappearance suggests another liberation rite shall be coming very soon. The few remaining stars still shine. It is becoming more and more evident just how few liberation opportunities remain. I expect that they shall soon present themselves, one after the other. Then let us make ready and end this. The dogs. That guy. The other dogs. I like the old dog. Now the stars bid you to return to the Ridge of Gaul, where you shall stand against the fate once again. Your adversary, Dalbert Oldheart, likely knows the cycle of the rites is drawing to a close. His last remaining chance to earn the favor of the scribes and regain his freedom likely hinges on the outcome of this next rite. The cycle of the rites is soon to end, the exiles of the downside striving to be free. Your adversaries, your companions, even you yourself, are running out of time. Bertrude. Following the successful outcome of the liberation rite, you find Bertrude muttering something to herself. You hear something of the words as you approach.
Shouldst thou seekest darkness, then may nightfall come to thee in time. Shouldst thou seekest courage, then may bravery soon bloom within thy heart. Shouldst thou seekest water, then may the oceans open wide for thee. Shouldst thee seek fortune, then
You recognize it as the Bog Benediction, an old blessing of goodwill from the Southern Bogs, never uttered there in modern times. The Bog Dwellers bade their more adventurous brethren to go forth and seek the other people of the land, though you have never heard it said aloud. Then Bertrude sees you and cuts short the chant.
Care thee to explain thy presence, reading one. We were amidst an invocation, which must now begin anew. 'Tis for the Worm Knight, if thou needest know, to speed him on his homeward journey. The Worm Knights are a distant kin. Unlike their ilk, ours have but passing interest in the sea. There within the depths, we have long seen what which is not to be seen. Nevertheless, the distant kin is kin. That foolish Worm Knight, surely he could never have survived his years if not for divine aid. Thus we provide him more. Then perhaps the Worm Knight, easily underestimated as he is, perhaps he shall turn out to be of some small benefit as part of Sandalwood's designs.
She glares at you intently for a moment.
Mistake thee not for these actions for affection. nor for a longing for the loudness of this place to escalate ever again to volumes such as only his incessant shouting could achieve. Now leave us, reading one. The invocation must be finished ere the Worm Knight finally arrives upon the shores beyond this land, before his homecoming.
She turns away from you and then begins her chant again.
Should thou seekest shelter, then may the elements be merciful to thee. Shouldest thou seek kinship, then may thy kin hold memory of thee. Shouldest thou seekest darkness.
You leave her to the benediction. The Worm Knight's absence is already felt. You know, however, that he shall strive with all his might on your behalf there, on the other side. Everyone's gone. On history, this book cannot accompany you if you should earn your freedom. It is to remain here for your successors, for it is bound together inextricably with us. There is no sorcery, however, to prohibit you from spreading forth his teachings. We charge you to go forth and share what you have learned along your path. Reveal not the rites themselves, nor the existence of this book. Transcend its bounded limitations, for it cannot be transcribed. Any such attempts shall fail. Beware of those who would dare read it on the other side. Under their guise of seeking wisdom may yet lurk a much darker desire to undo that which we strive to do. Well, let's go. At dawn, your companions are prepared to depart. Everyone is silent. Your travels take you back to the Ridge of Gaul, but soon after, the star shall draw you here again.